There was a video on a CEO of a company, and she said, "Might I share this with everybody?" She said she used to sit down at the dinner table, and her dad would ask her, "What did you fail at today?" And he wanted to create that environment that failure is not bad. Failure is not permanent. Failure is learning opportunities. And the whole concept of failing forward, really. And if you're not failing at anything, you're not trying anything. You're not growing. And we need to really embrace that idea of failure. The best leaders tend to be the most vulnerable. Have you ever noticed this with your teams? Think about your own teams for a minute. When you do reviews with them or give them feedback, are your top performers typically harder on themselves than your non-performers? You just kind of think through that. You ever have the kind of, this used to be with me with the sales team, when I would say something like, activity's down, we need to crank it up. You know, I remember Mark calling me, I could do more activity. I could get some more meetings every month. I remember Ken doing that. You know, I remember Wayne doing stuff like that. I'll be like, guys, I'm not even talking to you. You guys are way above goal anyway. I'm talking, you know, and then the people I was talking to, on top of them, like, yeah, somebody needs to step it up because I'm doing pretty good. No, you're the one I'm talking to. You right? You ever notice that? Think to your teams. The best people really internalize this stuff and take it to heart more. And so in this room, as we share, because we're going to do the same type of format, which seems to work well, where later today I'll be introducing topics. We'll be talking about those, right? And then we're going to get together in groups, and we're really going to dive into them, and we're going to share. And then we're going to come away from our groups and come back together as a whole team here, and we're going to share amongst everybody else, right? And so, you know, I sort of noticed, you can tell in those sharing processes who's still sort of guarded. You know, who wants to tell you everything they're doing great, and who won't share anything that they did wrong. So now I'm going to make you do it. So now I want to go through, this is sort of be our icebreaker, and I want everybody, we're going to do this pretty quick, lightning round, you don't have to get too in-depth, but share something that you failed at last year. Got to get comfortable being able to tell where your weaknesses are, where you failed. It can be a project, it can be a leadership issue, but we got to get vulnerable in this room, because if we don't get real and vulnerable in this room, how are we going to do it with our teams? And your teams will respond to you the more vulnerable you are.